Coletco for part 2 of tonight's Facebook record sale. It's Black Friday. We've kind of been all over the place tonight. We've shown new stuff, old stuff. We're going to just keep showing stuff. Let's see what we got here. Back for part 2. Craig's back on. Let me move these right over here. It's half off records. Get those recondensed. And move this crate and we'll bring up a new one. We got empty crates. If I were to do some condensing, we'd have a bunch after tonight. And let me grab a new crate of vintage here. I see a pretty good one. The first record, which is in the back of the crate, is going to be a pretty good one, it looks like. Looks good on YouTube. Yeah. My poor navigation skills here. Oh, what was that? My calculator. I break it, I buy it. Is Fleetwood Mac Tusk still available? Scott Snee, yes it is. Scott Snee, yes it is. Let me get my comments pulled up. Let me get all this closed out. Let me share this into the group again. Thank you. That's a good place for that, for all that goes tumbling. Group. All right, we're good to go now. Scott Snee said, I'll take it. Scott Snee. First thing we have is Scott Snee Fleetwood Mac Tusk. That is sold to Scott Snee. Bam. Scott Snee, sold to you. Half off vintage. I'll be telling you the price. The half off price is natural gas produced by F. Paparilli. Well, that I definitely can't tell you off the top of my head. Someone said one of the members from Badfinger's in there, Joey Moland. F. Paparilli. Let's see here. Let's check the inner sleeve. Wow, it's hard to find information on this. Felix Paparilli. Yeah, okay, it's on the label. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I have a feeling Charlie's going to want that. Half off price of that is $7.50. Charlie said sold. All right, half off vintage. I'll be telling you the half off price. More Greatest Hits of the Monkees, VG Plus on the vinyl, $7.50. December's Children and Everybody's, the Rolling Stones. This is a VG Plus red mono label. VG minus cover, red mono label, $20. $20 after the half off. It's a pretty beat up cover. Wow, it's like there's something pasted. This is like a paste over. It's got something underneath it. She said, yeah. Is that the same cover? That's pretty weird looking. Look at that. It's got another cover pasted over it, so. All right. Yeah, that's $20. About a VG minus cover. Vinyl is VG plus. Not bad. Red mono label. Okay, so Wayne Titsworth gets the Monkees. Debbie and Brent both pass on the Stones. John Young says he'll take it. Pretty interesting how that back cover is pasted over. The Grassroots, 14 Greats. That's $6. Let me get my camera a little closer. That is $6.50. The Village People, Can't Stop the Music. That's a VG plus $5. That's a soundtrack they did. REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble. VG copy for that, $5. Wow, this is interesting. This is a Toto picture disc. Gorgy Porgy. Is that how you say that? On the half off will be $25. It was $49.99. Ricky Skaggs, Don't Cheat in Our Hometown. Half off on that is $7.50. Ricky Skaggs, That's It. That is $10. Ricky Skaggs, Highways and Heartaches. That is $7.50. Lou Donaldson, Say It Loud. That's a VG plus $15. Walk on the Wild Side by Elmer Bernstein. That is $10. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Trilogy is $10. And Tony Orlando and Don's Greatest Hits. That is $5. Sherry Darnell wants the Grassroots. Sell that to Sherry Darnell. Next is Toto, Grant Peltzer on Toto. That is sold to Grant Peltzer. Dakota needs to put back the Star Wars from earlier. Rydell Martin on SD. SD was... What was SD? Let's see. We sold Grassroots, we sold Toto. Could that be Lou? I'm not for sure. Maybe SD or LD for Lou Donaldson, maybe? Let me know if that's right, Rydell Martin. Skaggs bundle. Let's see. We got $7.50. 10 is $17.50. And $7.50 more is, let's see. Well, that'd be 50. That's $25 total. 20 for the three. 20 for the three. 20 for the three, Brent. Rydell says that was Say It Loud. Okay, so that is sold to Rydell Martin, Lou Donaldson. Next is Marco Martinez. He takes the Tony Orlando. Sean Foxbauer on Trilogy. And those are pending to Brent Rabley right there. Let's see. This is $7.50. It looks like OSIRIS. So my initial thoughts would be Osiris. Osiris, maybe. Since Before Our Time. Has some writing on the cover. That is $7.50. Brent said sold, so that's these three here for $20 to Brent Rabley. Van Morrison Wavelength, that is $10. Charlie Daniels Band, High Lonesome, that is $10. Merle Haggard, Kern River, $7.50. Creole Cooking, Bobby Hackett, that is $7.50. By the way, I'm telling you the half off price. The half off price. Jackson Brown Holdout, $6.50. The Jazz Crusaders, Old Socks, New Shoes, New Socks, Old Shoes. That's $10. Eric Clapton, Just One Night, VG copy, $10 on Eric Clapton. That's Eric Clapton self-titled, VG plus $12.50. The Best of the Carter Family. The Best of the Carter Family was a VG plus $4. Graham Edge Band, the Graham Edge Band, that's Graham Edge and, or yeah, that is Graham Edge. VG copy $5 from the Moody Blues is what I was trying to say. Tony Joe White, Homemade Ice Cream. That sounds good. VG plus $15. And Paul Horn, Cycle Quintet. Paul Horn Quintet, Cycle, VG plus $6.50. David Crosby, If You Could Only Remember My Name. That's a VG copy for $10. Angel, Angel, Down We Go soundtrack. That's a VG copy for $10. And Midnight Band, Gil Scott-Heron and Brian Jackson. This is a VG minus for $5. VG minus. Rocky, Original Motion Picture Score, $7.50. VG plus. Organ Grinder Swing, The Incredible Jimmy Smith. That's a VG plus $10. The Carter Family album is a VG plus $4. Tony Joe White. That one is $20 after the half off. The Winter Brothers Band is $7.50. Tony Joe White, The Train I'm On, is $20. Doug Fresh and the Get Fresh Crew, Doing What I Gotta Do. That is $7.50. Lori and the Size, $5. Robert Johnson on JS. Robert Johnson on JS. That was JS. Let's see here. Jimmy Smith. That's sold to Robert Johnson. Ronnie Laws is $5. Jennifer Hibden on Doug Fresh. That's sold to Jennifer Hibden. 1959 Monterey Jazz Festival, that is $10. Coleman Hawkins is $7.50. The Best of Eddie Harris, $10. Robert Johnson on RL. RL was Ronnie Laws. Alan Jonathan on Jazz. I'm assuming that was for the Monterey Jazz Festival. Sell that to Alan Jonathan. Savage Grace 2, that is $10. Savage Grace 2. Oak Ridge Boys is $5. The New Seekers is $5. Bay City Rollers is $5. I was about to say, is it autograph? No, but that's just part of the cover. Robert Johnson first on the Eddie Harris. Sell that to Robert Johnson. Next is Eric Anderson. Tin Can Alley. That is $10. Francis Drennan on Bay City Rollers. That's sold to Francis. The California Poppy Picker. The California Poppy Pickers, yeah. Hair Aquarius. This looks like some kind of sideband trip. No, Alshire label. Some kind of covers deal. $7.50. Dan Fogelberg Souvenirs is $5. Dan Fogelberg Netherlands got a promo strip. Let's see if it's a promo label. $5 on this. Dan Fogelberg. $5. Near mint. Astra by Asia. That is $10. Mother's Finest is $10. Graham Nash Wild Tales, $10. The LA4 Pavon por you Infante de Fuente. This is a Japanese pressing. $20 after the half off. Arm Lozelle first to Asia. Brent Rabley on Mother's Finest. Those were a hot commodity the other night. Intensive Care. 1978 Japanese pressing. $15. A couple obscure Japanese records there. Gene Ammons, The Black Cat. Has some cover damage down here. $10 after the half off. Chicago with posters. Posters, plural. $8.50. John Handy, Hard Work. That is sealed. $12.50. Rick Springfield, Living in Oz is $7.50. Pilot. Whoa, 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 it's magic. $10. And George Harrison, 33 1/3. That is $11.50. Alan Jonathan first to the Black Cat. That's Gene. Jeff Miller first to Chicago. And let's go back through that crate. If you're just hopping on, half off Vintage Records. Half off Vintage Records. Let's go back through those one more time. I'll read you the titles. If you want to know prices, let me know. If you want to know prices, everything in here is highly negotiable. Village People, REO Speedwagon, Walk on the Wild Side, Osiris Van Morrison, Charlie Daniels Band, sell that to Sean Foxbower. Merle Haggard, Bobby Hackett, Jackson Brown, the Jazz Crusaders, Eric Clapton, the Carter Family, Graham Edge Band, Tony Joe White, Paul Horn, David Crosby, Angel Angel Down We Go soundtrack, Midnight Band, Rocky, Carter Family, Tony Joe White, the Winter Brothers Band, Tony Joe White, Lori, Coleman Hawkins, Savage Grace, Oak Ridge Boys, the Seekers, Eric Anderson, the California Poppy Pickers, Dan Fogelberg, Graham Nash, the LA4, Intensive Care, those were Japanese records. I think Japanese artists too. John Handy, Rick Springfield, Pilot, and George Harrison. Those are all half off records. If you want anything, let me know. What was this right here? Okay. All right. Farmers and Brent Levy merged the collection they could beat with Amazon. They would be a bunch of records. Bob McKinney on Springfield. Half off price on that was $7.50. $7.50. Debbie Blair, Van Morrison. The half off price is $10. Half off price is $10. All right, let me go grab another crate. Let me see what else I can find over here in this back storage area I've been grabbing these from. We found some pretty good ones so far. Let me see what else is back here. What's underneath? I think this is some stuff I just... October 26th. All right, let's see what we got here. Pretty cool looking stuff. We'll go through. I like the blue crates. Sometimes really good stuff ends up in blue crates. So. All right, let's see. Debbie said 8. I said 10 though. Which pilot is that? Pilot is, it's just self-titled. It has their one-hit wonder magic on it. Sell that to Debbie for $8. Which bundle the Tony Joe White? Sure. There's one there. There's one there. And I think there's one here. I think there's a total of 3. Randy Davis, if you're getting all 3, let's see, 15, 15, 30. I'll sell you all of them for $40. That's like buy one, get 2 free. All right, let's go through this crate over here. October 26th. Wow, this is pretty recent stuff, but, you know, if you're watching right now, take advantage. We're in our last hour of Black Friday sales of really blowing out vintage bins. We're going to be live again tomorrow, but it's going to be a really big new arrival show, and I mean, we're going to have some amazing records. You know, auctions, Japanese stuff. We got new vinyl to show. A lot of really high quality stuff. So take advantage of these half off, like 1 month old crates while you can. Tanner, all 3 of these sold to Randy Davis for $40. How much was the Hair Aquarius from that album? Was $7.50, Tina. Okay, half off crate. These are pretty recent records. We have the Twilight Zone, the movie soundtrack, $15. A crate like this, it may be empty when we're done with it, or at least that's my goal. Gold stamp promo, near mint, Twilight movie soundtrack, just $15 on that. Boy George, this is near mint, gold stamp promo with hop sticker, $10 on that. Michelle Shocked, short, if I can get these to stand up right. Short, sharp, shocked, Michelle Shocked, $12.50. Hand of Glory, Here Be Serpents, $10. Hand Be Glory, Here Be Serpents, $10. The Cucumbers is $10. Culture Club, Kiss and Be Clever, in shrink wrap and hop sticker, that is $15. Pete Zambra's Love, $10. Love Delegation, Spread the Word, $10 on that. Alan Parsons Project, Ammonia Avenue, $10. The Black Hole soundtrack, Disney soundtrack, $10 on that. Brian, no, I want to say that every time. This is Elvis Costello, Almost Blue. Gold stamp promo, $12.50. John Stevens on Pete. That's sold to John Stevens. This was put back earlier. It was in a markdown bin. It's only $24.99. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Only $24.99. That was an on-sale record if anybody wants it. Star Wars soundtrack. Brent Rabley, first to Elvis Costello. Donnie Moore was second. Adam Stein was fourth. Josh Fry was fifth. Blood Rock 2 is $10. Scandal, Love's Got a Line on You, $10. Brian Briggs, Combat Zone, Gold Stamp Promo, $10. James Walsh Gypsy Band, $12.50. Brent Rabley on Blood Rock. That's the one that has DOA on it. Doctor and the Medic, Spirit in the Sky. That is $7.50. The Long Rider, State of Our Union, $10. I think this is some stuff from the Atlanta collection, believe it or not. That's how recent this is. Claytown Troop, Through the Veil. That is $10. Lou Reed Mistrial. That's a sealed copy of that. Sealed with hype sticker, $35. 2001 Space Odyssey Volume 2. That's in shrink wrap, $12.50. The Zantes, Out for Kicks. The Zantes, Out for Kicks. That's $12.50. Lou Reed, Sally Can't Dance, $15 in shrink wrap. Pat Benatar, Precious Time, $7.50. The Beatles, this is the Twickenham Jams, $20. If no one wants to buy this, that's perfectly okay. I can't pull out the disc, but that's an unofficial, by the way. $20. And the Sgt. Pepper's Picture Disc, $25 in shrink wrap. I think that's actually from 78. Yeah, that's the 1978 picture disc in shrink wrap. $25 on that. The Beatles Sweet Apple Tracks. That is $25 after the half off. Central Nervous System, I Could Have Danced All Night. That's in shrink wrap, $12.50. The Happenings is $10. Wayne Titsworth wants the Beatles picture disc. That's sold to Wayne. Feeling the Space, Yoko Ono and the Plastic Ono Band, Something Different. That is $15. Neil Diamond, Brothers Love Travel and Salvation Show. That's a UK pressing, $12.50. Wide Boy Awake is $7.50. The Classic 4, Mamas and Papas. That's not the Mamas and Papas. That's the Classic 4, $10. The Ox Pedals is $10. Star Piece, Yoko Ono, $10 in shrink wrap and hop sticker. The Beatles, the Decagon Sessions, is a 1977 unofficial. That is $20. John Stewart, Willard, is $10. Claire Fisher Orchestra, Extension, $12.50. A new record by Eugene Chadbourne, $12.50. UB40 is $10. Charlie DeFrank on Nervous System. Pull that for Charlie DeFrank, Central Nervous System. John Stevens on Eugene Chadbourne. Sell that to John Stevens. Donnie Moore on UB40. Some fantastic records in here if you're just hopping on, or if you've been watching and maybe you've got distracted and forgot what's going on. Half off records. I'm probably going to go through, I may grab some stuff. I don't know what we'll go through next. I want to go through some new vinyl. I mean, I have crates of it everywhere. We may go through this back left crate of new vinyl here in a minute at 20% off, because that's, you know, some really good markdowns on new vinyl that we rarely do. Utopia, Deface the Music, that's $10. Patti Smith Group Wave, $17.50 on Patti Smith, wow. Pat Benatar Tropico, that's in shrink wrap and hype sticker, $7.50. Suzanne Vega is $12.50. Earthquake soundtrack is $10. We have Disembodied Operator, that is $10. Enemies, Products of the Street, that is $12.50. And John Lennon, Live Piece Toronto, $17.50. Donnie Moore, well, first Axel said, how much is Black Sabbath? I told someone earlier I would take $30 for it. It's a VG Plus. Donnie Moore on PS. PS was Patti Smith. That sold to Donnie Moore. Next was Jennifer Hibden on Suzanne Vega. That sold to Jennifer Hibden. And Burt Jordan wants the Pat Benatar. Those are all sold. We have Missing Person Spring Session, $12.50. Another Missing Person Spring Session, $12.50. Yeah, the other night I showed one of these in a half-off bin, and like 5 people wanted one. And I said, there'll be more pop up. Maybe those people are watching. Who's Missing? The Who. That's $12.50. Cheap Trick One-on-One. That's $10. Marshall Tucker Band Dedication, $7.50. Doc Holliday. Doc Rides Again. That's in shrink wrap, $12.50. Etta James, Sticking to My Guns. That is $12.50, limited edition vinyl pressing, it says. Melissa Etheridge is $12.50. And Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going, $10. John Stevens, first to The Who. Donnie Moore, first on One of the Missing Persons. Thomas Steyer gets the other one. David Bosworth, first on Cheap Trick. Etta James to Alan Jonasson. And Bob McKinney, I'm sold out of Missing Persons. I only had 2 of them. It was wild to see 2 in there back-to-back like that. Great records in here. I'm pretty sure this is Atlanta stuff. I mean, by the quality and the date, I'm pretty sure. So I just went back there and grabbed a crate. UB40, Rat in the Kitchen. That was $24.99 and then half off, so that's $12.50. Yeah, these are, if we've put out stuff from Atlanta, then it's Near Mint Records. UB40 Live, also $24.99, then half off. So back-to-back UB40s. Buddy Rich in Miami, $15. And Johnny Cash, Johnny 99. That is $10. Brent Rabley, you were first to UB40. Let me know if you want Rat in the Kitchen or Live. He wants both. Tanner, one of those wasn't priced, but they're both $24.99, half off to Brent Rabley. David Bosworth, you were second. Robert Johnson, or excuse me, Donnie Moore, you were third. Robert Johnson was first to the Johnny Cash. All right, let me go back through that crate, because I feel like there's some fantastic stuff still left. Josh Fry said HC. What was that, Josh? And I will pull it for you. Yeah, let me go back through this crate, half off. I'm going to read through the titles and the prices one more time. Great stuff. Let me take a drink of water first. Sorry, the mic's like right next to my throat, so y'all probably can hear me drinking like a cow. We have The Twilight Zone, the movie soundtrack. That is $15, gold stamp promo. Boy George was $10. Michelle Shocked, $12.50. Hand of Glory, $10. The Cucumbers, $10. Culture Club, $15, Shrink Wrap and Hype. Alan Parsons, $10. Black Hole, $10. Scandal, $10. Brian Briggs, $10. James Walsh, Gypsy Band, $12.50. Doctor and the Medics, that was $12.50. The Long Riders, $10. Claytown Troop was $10. Lou Reed was sealed with Hype Sticker, $35. Space Odyssey, $12.50 in shrink wrap. The Xantes, $12.50. Lou Reed is $15, near mint and shrink wrap. Pat Benatar, $7.50. The Beatles, $20. The Beatles, $25. The Happenings, $10. Yoko Ono, $15. Neil Diamond, $12.50 UK. Wide Boy Awake was $7.50. And the Classic 4 was $10. David Bosworth on Scandal. Sell that to David Bosworth. The Ox Pedals is $10. Yoko Ono is $10. The Beatles is $20. John Stewart, $10. Claire Fisher Orchestra, $12.50. Utopia was $10. Earthquake, $10. Disembodied Operator, $10. Enemies, $12.50. John Lennon is $17.50. Marshall Tucker was $7.50. Doc Holliday, $12.50. Melissa Etheridge, $12.50. Phil Collins, just $10. And Buddy Rich was $15. Sally Can't Dance, $10. That just seems like, is that writing on the, somebody wrote $4.99 on the shrink and it transposed onto the cover, unfortunately. Oh, this is such a nice copy. Look at that. It's like pristine. Sell that to Matt for $10. Twilight Zone and 2001 $20. Wow. We're just counting stuff up in like the 80% off era now, or 80% off range. Twilight Zone and this. This and this, 20. This and this will be 10 and sell those to Robert Johnson. $20 for both of those. Michelle Shock, 10. Sell that to John Stevens for 10. And Phil Collins, $7.99. This is like world record for this is like world record for cheapest near mint great titles I've ever sold. Phil Collins sold to David Bosworth, $7.99. Anybody else on anything in there? Because what I'm going to do is probably put these in like a $14.99 flip crate in the group, and $9.99 the half off prices. So whatever was $12.50, I'll probably put it in a $9.99 crate or a $14.99 crate like Neil Diamond here. I have a feeling most of that will be sold after I post in the group and about 1,000 people see it instead of the 100 people that's watching right now. So Melissa Etheridge is self-titled, $12.50. Those last 4 records I just sold to those people, those were fantastic deals for the quality they were getting. All right, let me go through one of these crates of new LPs over here. We've already been through 3 bins of vintage since we started part 2 here. Let me set these box sets up here. There's Star Wars. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, let's go through this one back here. This is a crate of new vinyl. I'll do, we're here because you make us great deals and we're great customer service. Thank you. That's why I make deals, so you'll keep coming back and watching 6 days a week, right? If everybody was here and they didn't feel like they were having fun or getting a good deal, you probably wouldn't come back. Kyle Morgan says, ND, $10. It's also Black Friday. Usually 20% off new vinyl turns into about 30% off, and usually half off vintage turns into about 80% off. That's usually what happens. Kyle, can you let me know what ND was? Was that Neil Diamond? Yeah, sell that to Kyle Morgan for $10. How much was a good pack of inner sleeves? Inner sleeves are $23.99 for a pack of 50. So what I'm going to do is I've got vintage here, or I've got a bin of new vinyl. I've got my calculator, but this is 20% off. I really don't know what's in here. I see a couple things that are really big sellers, so take advantage of this for sure before it ends up in a flip crate and it gets sold right away and there's 3 people waiting. I'll try my best to get you some prices as quick as I can. Hank Williams Jr. here. This is a fairly new album of his. Rich White, Honky Blues. That's on gold vinyl. That after the 20% off, that would be $19.99. Hank Williams Jr. We have 2 copies left of Sponge, Rotting Pinata. Those after 20% off are $33.59. Sponge, Rotting Pinata. Music on vinyl. These are limited to 15 on flame colored. It kind of matches the candy corn there on the cover. So those are $33.59. Those were $42. Hank Williams Jr. was $20. Neil Young, Tonight's the Night. 20% off of that would be $25.59. Neil Young, Tonight's the Night. Gatefold, Neil Young Remaster, new and sealed. $25.59 for that. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 copies of those. Neil Young, Tonight's the Night. Elvis Costello, Spike. Spike is $48.99, and then 20% off that makes that $39.19. Elvis Costello, Spike. Classic album available on vinyl for the first time. 2 LP, limited and numbered on green vinyl. That is $39.19. $39.19. Jerry Jeff, Steve Earle and the Dukes, $33.99. Jerry Jeff, that is $27.19 after the on sale. Jerry Jeff, Steve Earle and the Dukes, $27.19 for that. I've got 3 of those. Simple Minds Greatest Hits. Now, this is a good one. 20% off of that would make it $31.19. Simple Minds 40, the best of Simple Minds, $31.19. Third Eye Blind, $42.99. 20% off of that makes it $34.39. $34.99. Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life, Jumper, Graduate, $34.39 for that. I have 2 of those left. David Bosworth wants the Simple Minds. So Tanner, these are just 20% off sticker. Echo and the Bunnymen live in Liverpool, $46.99 for Echo and the Bunnymen. 20% off of that makes it $37.59. Echo and the Bunnymen live in Liverpool, $37.59. We have Billy Talent Hits. That's a Music on Vinyl 3 LP, I think. No, it's a 2 LP. It includes a booklet with it. $56.99, 20% off of that. So $56.99, that's now $45.59 for Billy Talent Hits. Ray LaMontagne Trouble, $28.99, and then 20% off is $23.19. Ray LaMontagne Trouble. The Cure, The Head on the Door, that's $29.99. 20% off of that is $23.99. Just $23.99 for The Cure, Head on the Door. The Posies, Frosting on the Beater. This is a 2 LP Music on Vinyl pressing, $35.99 after the 25% off. Posies, Frosting on the Beater. 4 of those. This is a big markdown on this one. Counting Crows, August and Everything After, $49.99. 20% off that is $39.99. So $10 off that one. Counting Crows, August and Everything After, $39.99. Josh Fry wants a Third Eye Blind and a Ray LaMontagne. Those are sold to Josh Fry. 20% off. Sold to Josh Fry. I have Toy Matinee, $39.99. And then 20% off is $31.99. $31.99 for a Toy Matinee. And that is limited in number to 1,000 on blue vinyl. Jessica Germay wants The Cure. That was The Head on the Door. That's sold to Jessica. 20% off of that. The Black Keys Brothers is $44.99. That makes that $35.99. The Black Keys Brothers 2 LP 10th Anniversary Deluxe Remaster. Just $35.99 on that. Black Keys Brothers. Johnny Cash. Which number is this? This is number 2. How did this end up in there? $34.99, 20% off. That is $27.99 for Johnny Cash, American Recordings Volume 2. $27.99 on that. Les Claypool's Fearless Flying Frog Brigade, set number 1. $44.99, 20% off on that. Makes it $35.99. $35.99 for Les Claypool. I only have one Johnny Cash for sure because I've been ordering those as sets for people. There's no telling how many of those we sold. David Bosworth was first to that one. Jennifer Hibden was second. Joe Barrios was third. System of a Down, Hypnotize. System of a Down is $28.99. 20% off of that would be $23.19 for System of a Down. And Kate Bush, Hounds of Love. Kate Bush, Hounds of Love. That would be approximately $25 for Kate Bush after the 20% off. All right, so everything in there was 20% off. We sold several. Jennifer Hibden wants a Kate Bush. I have more of those somewhere if anybody else wants one. That has Running Up That Hill on it, by the way. John Stevens wants an Elvis Costello Spike. Sell that to John Stevens. And let's go through that crate one more time. Everything's 20% off. David says pass on Cash. So Cash goes to Jennifer instead of David. Cash goes to Jennifer instead of David. All right. System of a Down, Les Claypool, Black Keys Brothers, Toy Matinee, Counting Crows, The Posies, Billy Talent, Echo and the Bunnymen, Third Eye Blind, Jerry Jeff, Elvis Costello, last copy, limited to 2,500 on green vinyl. Neil Young is still available. Sponge and Hank Williams Jr. Those are all 20% off new LPs. Are you discounting the Led Zeppelin box sets? Yes, we already have a couple. Let me know which one you're looking for, and I will show them to you. We've already sold. A Song Remains the Same. Third Eye Blind sold to Chris Kirkley. That sold to Chris Kirkley. Push that back. Let me go grab a new crate of vintage. I may grab one of these that's like right over here, so it's handy. I don't know. We've been doing some pretty recent stuff here in the last part. Let me take a look in this one. That was stuff literally like from Tuesday night. Let me go find a different one. Let me walk back here in the back and see what I can find. A lot of records here. Let's see what we got. I have 3, 4, and BBC. Can I get a B-52's Wild Planet? Yeah, let me see if I still got one of those. And here's our new crate of vintage. I have 3 and 4. Okay, so I have House of the Holy, Physical Graffiti, How the West Was Won, Song Remains the Same. That's what I have out and ready to sell, John. I think I have a Coda. I have a Led Zeppelin Coda box set in my office. So you have 3, 4, and BBC. I've got House of the Holy, Physical Graffiti, How the West Was Won, Song Remains the Same, and I have a Coda in the storage room. So I've got 5 different ones for you to pick from. Anything you want, I'll do 20% off on it. And let me pull John Stevens B-52's Wild Planet. There's not much left in the audiophile crate except Dusty Springfield, Elvis is Back, Elvis Blue Hawaii, Randy Travis, The Pretenders, and Willie Nelson. This is 20% off to John Stevens, which makes it about $35. That's John Stevens. Okay, I don't need a calculator for these. This is half off. I think the first one's a Beatles record. I wonder if John Young's awake. Magical Mystery Tour. This is a VG copy, $12.50. Has the book, of course. It's a OG stereo copy. $12.50. Magical Mystery Tour, VG. Randy wants Physical Graffiti and House of the Holy. Robert Johnson gets the Beatles. That starts half off. Let me go grab those box sets. Somebody else might want a Physical Graffiti at 20% off. Let me grab those. A lot of records here. Let me grab 2 Physical Graffitis here. So Physical Graffiti is $159.99 and then 20% off. This one sold to Randy Davis. I'm going to lay it right here, Tanner. That's sold to Randy Davis. And I've got one more. I've got one more if anybody wants it. Physical Graffiti, Super Deluxe box set, 40th anniversary. They all include an individually hand-numbered art print, and they all have a hardback book, usually around a 100-page hardback book that's unique to the making and era of around this album and tour. All with a hand-numbered print, has, of course, studio outtakes and demos, all that. Very cool Zeppelin box. And then here is House of the Holy. This one's $139.99, 20% off. That's sold as well to Randy Davis. Randy shrinks a little torn, but that's where they're on a shelf and customers pull them in and out. Okay, half off vintage. The Whites, Ain't No Binds, $7.50. Road is Noel Redding, $35. This was $69.99. Road with Noel Redding. That is $35. The hits of Les Paul and Mary Ford, $10. Hall & Oates, Big Bam Boom, $10 for that. The Masked Marauders, $10. Doing half off vintage crate here. Sea of Love, original motion picture soundtrack, $12.50. I see Al Pacino. Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute, is $7.50. Minute by Minute, the Doobie Brothers. That's in shrink wrap. Hotel is $7.50. Hank Mobley, A Slice of the Top. Hank Mobley is $20. $20. This is a Blue Note Classic series. $20 for Hank Mobley. Hank Mobley, Another Workout. That is a 1985 reissue. That one's also $20. This is from that radio station jazz collection we got a billion albums from. GRSP Super Live. Dave Grusin, Lee Ritenour, Chick Corea, Tom Scott. That is $20. Let's take a look at this one. Charles Minkus, Shoes of the Fisherman's Wife. That is $7.50. Josh Fry wants the Doobie Brothers. Sell that to Josh Fry. Charles Minkus, something Moods. Jawana, maybe. That is $10. Charles Mingus. Hank Crawford, Jimmy McGriff on the blue side, $7.50. Tom Rush, Ladies Love Outlaws. That's in shrink wrap with hype sticker, $7.50. George Winston Autumn is $5. Hank Crawford, Tico Rico, $7.50. You Get More Bounce with Curtis Counts. That is a 1984 pressing, $15. Splendid, Coriel and Catherine. White label promo, $7.50. Chris Kirkley on Mingus. I think there's two in here. Or is there just one? There's only one. Yeah, there's two. Chris, there's the Moods and Fisherman's Wife. Let me know which of those two you want. Larry Coryell, that's another Larry Coryell and Philip Catherine, two guitar duos, Twin House. That's also $7.50. Ford Theater, Trilogy for the Masses. That is $20 after the half off. That looks like Laura Nero. It is $7.50. Eli and the 13th Confession, Laura Nero, $7.50. David Lindley and El Rayo X, that's $10. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going, $10. Olay ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, $8.50. Golden Greats, Martin Denny, that is $5. Moody Blues, Seventh Sojourn, that is $10. Aretha Franklin, Jump to It, is $7.50. Billy Preston, That's the Way God Planned It. Billy Preston. That should be on Apple. It is. $17.50. Chris Kirkley wants both Charles Mingus. Those are sold to Chris Kirkley. Guy Goodman on LN. LN was Laura Nero. That's sold to Guy Goodman. Next Play Records on How. How much was a counts? This right here was $15. It's a 1984 pressing. 1984 pressing. Original Jazz Classics. Amen Bahita, The Interstellar Suite, $7.50. Chet Atkins, Me and My Guitar, that's in shrink wrap, $5. Jimmy Messina, Oasis, $5 for Jim Messina. Delbert McClinton, Love Rustler, is $7.50. Chicago is $5. The Hollywood Stars is $7.50. Loggins and Messina is $5. Rupert Holmes, She Let Her Hair Down, that is $5. And Lolita is also $5. Next Play Record says I'll Take Counts. And Mobley Slice. All right. Those were right back here. Mobley Slice off the top. Those are both sold to Next Play Records, which is Andy Mitchell. Condition of Billy Preston. I don't have anything noted on the vinyl. It's at least EX Plus. Couple of sleeve scuffs. It's definitely a radio station copy. It has WMOT stamped. June of '72 when they received it. So it has stickers and punch hole and ring wear. It's a radio station handled copy. Writing on the back from when they were playing it on the radio. $17.50 on that. Next was David Bosworth on Chet Atkins. That's sold to David Bosworth. Brent Rabley on Delbert McClinton. And Josh Fry on LM, which was Loggins and Messina. And Rich Group, I've already sold that. That was just claimed. Joan Baez, Blessed Star, that is $6.50. Niles Lofgren, I Came to Dance, is $6.50. Muscella, Hugh Muscella is $5, I'm Not Afraid. A Drop of Water, Kiko Matsui, $5. The Best of the Beach Boys, Volume 3, that's a VG copy for $5. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap is a VG Plus, that is $4. The Best of Arlo Guthrie is a VG copy, $5. Harry Nilsson is a VG copy for $5, has some cover damage. Jackson Brown, Hold Out, that is EX, $6.50. Ted Nugent is a VG Plus, $5. Your Mind is on Vacation, that is Mose Allison, I believe. Yeah, Mose Allison, that's a radio station record. VG copy, $5. Kevin Kubina on Ted Nugent. That's sold to Kevin. Modern Jazz Quartet, Volume 1 is a VG Plus $10. Bob Dylan soundtrack is $17.50 to Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. David's passing on Billy Preston if anybody wants that, $17.50. Bob Dylan Hard Rain. Okay, actually, yeah. We're about to get to a collection of Bob Dylan records here. I think they start right here. And I think I made a bundle deal with somebody one night, and then they end up passing, and that's why we have them all together like this. First, Tommy Flowers on Mose Allison. Let me read off the Dylan titles. Knocked Out Loaded, Blood on the Tracks, Free Willin', Shot of Love, Street Legal, Slow Train Coming, Bob Dylan and the Band, Bob Dylan, Dylan, Another Side of Dylan, Dylan self-titled, Planet Waves, Hard Rain, and then Pat Garrett. I don't think we have any OG pressings here on the older ones. They're all 70s reissues. That one's a 70s reissue. Let's see what this one. I think they're all 70s reissues. Yeah. I did a bundle deal with somebody, and then I think he claimed it, and then he put them back. Let's check Free Willin'. Make sure it's not like the $15,000 version. It's definitely not. I mean, these are all really nice. If it's the, earlier albums, they're 70s reissues. So, if anybody, I'm going to offer it first as a bundle. That would make me and hopefully somebody else very happy. The half-off prices are, let's see. Well, let me mark them down where I can do a little bit. So, probably going to be like $10 and $15 a piece if you take them all. So, 15 and 15 is 30 and 45. 50, 60, yeah, most of them's $34.99, 60, so 75, 80, 90. This one was $44.99, but I'll put it in here too for 15. 105, that'd be 120. This is a VG copy. I only put it in there for 5, so that's 125, 130, 140, 155, 160, $175. $175 for the Bob Dylan collection here. $175. You get Pat Garrett, Hard Rain, Planet Waves, self-titled, Another Side, Dylan, as in the name of the album, Dylan and the Band, Slow Train Coming, Street Legal, Shot of Love, Free Willin' Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks, and Knocked Out Loaded. $175. Most of those were all $15 a piece, and there's 2 in there for 5, the VG copies. Those are sold to Brent Rabley, $175. What tunes are on Chicago? Give me a second on that one. Are you asking about the Chicago album that's in here? I think the hits on this one, let's see. Hopefully it's not written in cursive like most of them are. Oh, great, it is. Critics' Choice, Just You and Me. That's definitely a hit. Darling Dear, Jeannie, What's This World Coming To? Side 2, Something in This City, Changes People, Hollywood. In terms of 2, Rediscovery, and Feeling Stronger Every Day. That's one of my favorites. So the 2 hits is Just Me and You, or Just You and Me, and Feeling Stronger Every Day. That is $5, Bob. 25 on Noel Redding. What was the half-off price on that? Are you talking about this one right back here, Brent? Let's see here. Noel Redding. Where are we on that? Give me a second. I'll come back to that. Bob said sold. Sell that to Bob for $5. Let me finish this crate first. I won't forget about you. Let's Disco is $5. Bob Newhart is $5. Jimmy Russian, Sent For You Yesterday. That's a VG Plus $7.50. Bob Dylan, Empire Burlesque. That one's $17.50. That one got left out there, Brent. I'll put it in there, though, if you want it for $15. Beatles Songbook, The Rubber Band Band. The Rubber Band, that is $15. That is $7.50. It was $15. Quincy Jones is $12.50. That's the soundtrack to Money. And Chick Corea, Eye of the Beholder, and that is $10. Brent said Dylan add-on. All right, so this Dylan will be Brent Rabley's for $15. Marco V wants the Beatles here. And, all right, now let's go back through the crate. If you want prices on anything, please let me know. Modern Jazz. The Modern Jazz, it is $10 VG Plus after the half off. $10 after half off. Let's see here. The Whites Road. This is what Brent was asking about. 35. Well, I don't know. This looks like a pretty Good record. I'll do $30 on this. Very nice. Oh, yeah. I'll do $30 on this. The whites, Les Paul and Mary Ford. If you want any prices, or if you already know the price and you want to make an offer, go ahead. Hall & Oates, The Masked Marauders, Sea of Love, Hotel, Hank Mobley, GRP Super, Hank Crawford, Jimmy McGriff, Tom Rush, George Winston, Hank Crawford, Coryell, Larry Coryell, and Philip Catherine. We got 2 albums of those back to back. Ford Theater, David Lindley, Phil Collins, ELO, Mark Denny, Moody Blues. This is sold to Brent Rabley for $30. Road. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Aretha Franklin was $7.50. Admin Bahita, Jim Messina, The Hollywood Stars, Rupert Holmes, Lolita, close enough, I think. Joan Baez, Niles Lofgren, Hugh Muscella, A Drop of Water, The Beach Boys, Gary Puckett, Arlo Guthrie, Harry Nilsson, Jackson Brown, Modern Jazz Quartet, Billy Preston, Let's Disco, Bob Newhart, Jimmy Rushing, Quincy Jones, and Chick Corea. Those are all still available. I can do $12.50 on Billy Preston. Sold. Dale Sanders. David Bosworth wants the Beach Boys. Sold. David Bosworth. All right, let's go through a crate of new vinyl now. I'm going to do this one right back here, it looks like. So just straight up 20% off. That's probably my best price on everything. So it's this first come, first serve crate of new vinyl. We took a big chunk out of that one, so I hope we can do the same for this one. Before I do that, I got one Christmas album that I think if I show, we might sell out of. We did with the Frank Sinatra. This one's always just as popular. Wow, it looks like we've sold several. They must be selling well here in the store because I thought I had a lot more. But it looks like I'm going to have a total of 3 if anybody wants one. Our Christmas bin's getting thin. These were $24.99. It looks like I've only got 3 left. I'll do $19.99 on them. Elvis Songs for Christmas. Those are colored vinyl. Looks like I've only got 3 left now. And it looks like I'm not having any trouble selling them here in the store for $24.99. So by all means, you don't have to buy them. Chad, what's the Sabbath of the Right? We probably need to go back through this bin. This was a bin of new arrivals for tonight with just like knockout, drag out stuff, and a lot of it didn't sell. Black Sabbath, it was $35. It's a VG Plus. It's a new arrival. I said I would take $30. Jennifer wants Elvis. Tanner, those are $20. And I have one more here. I've got 2 more here. Those are $19.99 after 20% off. Do we want to go through the Christmas new vinyl bin? Wow, there's some good stuff in here. Let's go through this crate first very quickly. I'll be fast. I won't tell you the prices. I'll just let you know it's 20% off. And if you want me to confirm the price for you, I've got a calculator handy. So let me just read through some of these titles. Bad Brains Quickness, $25.99. I will tell you the sticker price. And then if you want to know the on sale price, it's 20% off though. All That Remains, $28.99. Television was $48.99. Extreme Pornograffiti, $38.99. Twisted Sister, $33.99. Patti Smith, $28.99. Tom Petty, $49.99. Stevie Nicks, $29.99. There's another Tom Petty. We have Danzig, Satan's Child, $33.99. Anouk, Music on Vinyl, $34.99. 220 Volt, Eye to Eye, $38.99, 20% off that. Oregon Trail was $33.99, 20% off. The Melvins, Eggnog, $26.99, 20% off. There's another All That Remains. I'll put it back here with the other. Red Hot Chili Peppers' new album, $44.99, and then 20% off. $44.99, and then 20% off. That is $35.99. $35.99 after the discount. Halloween, the Dark Ride, that was $49.99, then 20% off. Joy Division Total, $36.99, then 20% off. The Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers, $36.99, 20% off. That's now just $29.59 for the Stone Sticky Fingers. Stranger Things Season 3, 2 LPs, includes bonus 7-inch and more, includes a 45 with it. That is now just $29.59. $29.59. Jessica Jarmay wants Joy Division. Sell that to Jessica. Stranger Things 3, that's my last 3 copies, I think. Bush, The Sea of Memories, that was just $29.99, then 20% off. Neil Young Toast, that came out back in July. That's $42.99, now 20% off. Guy Goodman wants the Sticky Fingers, so Tanner Joy Division and Sticky Fingers here, these are all 20% off. The Smiths is $36.99, then 20% off. Saigon Kick, we're getting into some really recent stuff here. Saigon Kick, $36.99, 20% off. Johnny Cash, this is American 5. That is $49.99 and then 20% off. So those are $39.99 now. I've only got 2 of them I can do for that. David C. wants a Stranger Things. Sell that to David C. Kiss Alive 3. Wow, $44.99 and then 20% off. I've showed a couple on-sale Kiss records tonight that we still have. Joe Barrios wants the Johnny Cash. That's sold to Johnny. Which Tom Petty is it? It's his greatest hits. It's his greatest hits. The on-sale price would be $39.99. Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis is $29.99, then 20% off. Halloween, Keeper of the Seven Keys, The Legacy, $49.99. So that's now $39.99 after discount. Little Big Town, The Breaker. Just showed these. $28.99, 20% off. There's another Kate Bush. We showed that earlier. And these No Doubts, just so everybody knows, these just came in and we have them all pulled and tagged for everybody. I ordered them from 3 different people. It's weird. The place I get these from, they're black vinyl. The other ones we've got in that I'm tagging everybody for, they're colored vinyl. So if you do want a black vinyl for 20% off, just to say you have one, or maybe you prefer black vinyl, I've got 3 of these. The other ones that were pre-ordered, they just came in today, and we've tagged them for everybody, and they're colored vinyl. I think most of them are yellow. Paul Pickett wants a Kiss. Paul, I'm pretty sure that may be your first purchase with us. Is that true? If that's true, I need you to send us a message, please. Send us a message to our Facebook page. You have to be in our inbox before we can invoice you. And this is $44.99, 20% off, sold to you, Paul. Please send us a message. $7 unlimited shipping. We're having one more sale tomorrow night like this before we wrap it up for the week. This is sold to you. Please make sure, let me know if you heard that and that you know to message our page. Francis Drennan and Sherry Darnell both want Little Big Towns. Those are sold to Sherry Darnell and Boone Tar. When will the Kenny Wayne Shepherd pre-orders be in? Those should be delivered. Those were in our cart. They probably shipped out today. They did ship out today, so they'll be here Monday. And Kevin Kubina wants Cash. Kevin, was that for the one with Jerry Lee Lewis or American Recordings 5? Boone Tar, No Doubt, is $36.99 and then 20% off. Now, like I said, there was already a waiting list and pre-order for the colored vinyl. These are black. These are $29.59. $29.59. Kevin wants American Recordings 5. All right, so Johnny Cash is sold to Kevin Kubina. Now, we have a lot of people on the colored vinyl, but if you do want a black vinyl version, these are $29.59. Chris Kirkley wants one. Wait, what is sold to me? Nothing right now. So, Kenny Wayne Shepherd should be here on Monday. They shipped today. I think they had a street date of today, but because of Record Store Day, a lot of stuff came in late. I mean, it's probably amazing how much vinyl was shipped out this week because of Christmas and Black Friday. Yes, live is in too. We have tomorrow will be a huge new arrival show. We've got so many really cool new restocks that's literally in crates behind me. So Let me go through this crate of new arrivals from tonight. That was like really amazing stuff that is still available. So, I mean, I can't believe this crate didn't sell out, but we'll go through them one more time. Prince is a VG copy for $14.99. These are sticker price. Cinderella Night Songs EX $64.99 with hype sticker. Aaron Gardner wants Prince. David Bowie Young Americans EX on that one, $39.99. Really clean copy. Just a couple of scuffs. Original tan label, $39.99 for Young Americans. Does this one have golden years on it too? There's the track list on this thing. Young Americans, Win, Fascination. Fame. Fame is the other one on here. Fame, yeah. Young Americans. I thought golden years was on this one. Somebody, Fame. You know, with John Lennon. Young Americans. What a great song. That's an original press. First press. Vision Quest is VG $9.99. Nazareth, Malice in Wonderland, VG copy of that, $14.99. Willie Nelson, Before His Time, VG Plus, $9.99. The Rolling Stones, their Satanic Majesty's Request, VG Plus, $24.99. Golden Years on Station to Station. Bob Dylan is VG Plus, $24.99. Walt Disney Sleeping Beauty, VG Plus, $14.99. Cheap Trick Dream Police, EX, $17.99. Francis Drennan on Nazareth. Sell that to Francis Drennan. Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. This is in a 1973 Presswell press. VG copy, $24.99. VG copy, $24.99. Dylan add-on. Well, I think you already have this one. I think you already have that one. That was already in there. Led Zeppelin 2, unless you want another one, I may discount it a little. Led Zeppelin 2 is a VG Plus, $34.99. I'm like, how did this not sell? Kevin Kubina wants House of the Holy. Kevin Kubina wants House of the Holy. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell was a VG Plus, $39.99. REO Speedwagon 9 Lives was a VG Plus, $14.99. The Trogs Wild Things, VG, $24.99. Liverpool 5 Out of Sight was a VG, $14.99. Kevin also wants the Led Zeppelin 2. Yeah, grab these before they end up at auction. Van Halen 1984 original, $34.99. VG Plus and Black Sabbath Technical Ecstasy. That was a VG Plus, $34.99. I've told like 5 people I would take $30 for that. Why hasn't anybody bought it? Kevin Cabina wants Heaven and Hell. Yep, now everything out of here is sold that I thought it would. Maybe except for Dream Police and the Stones. Usually that one's gone. That is not easy to find any kind of pressing. And what else? Probably David Bowie and Cinderella. Scott Smith said LP 5, Liverpool 5. That sold to Scott Smith. You want it? Mm-hmm. That sold to Scott Smith. So one more time. Black Sabbath, Van Halen, The Trogs, REO Speedwagon, Cheap Trick, Sleeping Beauty, Dylan, Stones, Willie, Vision Quest, David Bowie, and Cinderella still available. Is the Trogs OG. Yeah, this is the blue Fontana label. It is a VG copy. Pretty nice cover. $24.99. Yes. Might want to double check. Pretty sure you said my name on something I didn't claim. I think I did, but Tanner, we got it fixed. So behind me is Tanner and Josh. Tanner is watching the same feed that I'm watching. I say crazy things sometimes. He keeps me under control. And then Josh is keying everything in. We've been keying in stuff since like 6:30, and we're still not caught up. That's how much pre-orders came in and how much we've sold tonight. So we're good to go. Charlie says, will you take 20? I will sell that to you for $20. Sell that to Charlie DeFrank for 20. Now, there's just a few left in there that I can't believe didn't sell. We'll do those another night. Yeah, it's already 10:45. All right, so this is like, how many people? We have 85 people watching on YouTube and Facebook right now. Tomorrow night is probably going to be a new arrival show. Y'all know we're going to have stuff on sale, though. I'm definitely going to do more 50% off vintage. This is like your last call to get a new LP 20% off. Something you've been waiting on, a box set, a puzzle, anything. I mean, if you've been wanting one of the Rush, if you've been wanting one of the Led Zeppelin box sets, the shelf is getting thin. If you've been wanting, I don't know, do you want me to bring some stuff over here to remind you what I have? A new LP. So this is the last call. Yeah, this is Black Friday. Christmas. Let's do that one. That might be a good way to end the show. And I'll take requests too. I might need some help, but I'll do some requests. All right, Miles Davis. Jeff, I have the Miles Davis UHQR if you're interested in it. I've got the Miles Davis UHQR. Let me go grab that. Maybe a couple other things off the box set shelf. I would love to sell a few more box sets. I was trying to get them all condensed down to like 3 shelves, plus our books. They're on 5 right now. Rush. Let's see. Sabbath. Somebody will probably buy this. And, oh, I got one more of these. And let's do this one. This would be probably a seller. These aren't too pricey. Tomorrow's going to be a killer all-new arrival show because John worked today. We didn't have a sidewalk sale. The reason I decided not to have a sidewalk sale is because of weather and, you know. Okay, first is Jimi Hendrix, $51.99. These are $41.59. $41.59. Jimi Hendrix live in Maui. Awesome show. I hadn't shown this in a long time. It's pressed at QRP. $41.59. This is almost a year old. 11/22. It is past a year old. Jimi Hendrix. $41.59. That's an awesome show. I have that. Next is $47.99. This is a motor. This is 20% off. Motorhead Overkill. $79. That is now $47.99. Motorhead box set. It's actually like a binder, you know, thick hardcover. Motorhead is $47.99. That was $59.99. Hendrix was $51.99. Black Sabbath, the Ultimate Collection, is $79.99. This is 4 LP on gold vinyl. It's a Black Sabbath Greatest Hits. 4 LP on gold vinyl. 20% off that is $79.99. And then Jeff McMaster, if you want this, boy, this is going to be a good deal. Yeah, just $119.99 after the 20% off. Miles Davis Kind of Blue UHQR, $119.99. $119.99, Kind of Blue. That should be the, this should be the 45 version. Yeah, this is the 45 version. Okay, back up to the top. Christmas, I'm about to do that. Jeff Master, Miles Davis. The Michael Jackson box set is just the MoFi pressing of Thriller. It's just a MoFi pressing of Thriller, which is the 20% off price would be $92. $92 on Michael Jackson Thriller one step. It's not a box set, it's just that. Do you have Fury Inoculum black vinyl 180 gram? I do. They are $64.99 and then 20% off. Joe Barrios, those would be $51.99. What is the Zombies box set? The Zombies box set is their complete studio recordings. I think it's 5 LPs. If you want to see that, I will bring it over here. Any Now That's What I Call Christmas or Ray Charles Spirit of Christmas. I should have Now That's What I Call Christmas in here. Do you have any sketches? No, I don't. No, I don't. How much is Extreme Porno Graffiti? After the 20% off, Andy, it would be $31.19. And Alice Coltrane would be $29.59. Joe Barrio takes Tool, and Sherry Darnell wants Jimi Hendrix. Joe, let me make sure that's still over here in the T section, unless someone bought it today. I think I see the top of it. Yeah. Right there. 69. It was $69.99. Let me recalculate that, Joe. I think that's still pretty close. I don't know what I just said. This was Tool Fury Inoculum. Joe, this is $55.99. That is the 3 LP black vinyl version. Let's make sure that's okay with you. Sherry Darnell wants the Jimi Hendrix box set. So Tanner Tool is 20% off if he says yes. Sherry gets that for 20% off. Do you have any Abbey Road Half-Speed Master? I don't, and I don't have anything new vinyl Bob Marley. No. No to both of those. I wish they'd make a Rat box set. Rat stuff should be coming. They're pressing a Dokken box set. That kind of gives me hope that, of course, I don't know if that's the same label or anything, but maybe some Rat stuff is coming. Okay, Christmas vinyl, 20% off. I'm just going to read the titles and tell you the sticker price. You can claim them. If you want a price confirmation, let me know. How much is the 45 RPM? $119.99. Rob Halford, Celestial. These are all 20% off Christmas albums, all new vinyl. Rob Halford, Celestial, $27.99, 20% off. A Very Special Christmas, $38.99, 20% off. Mr. Hankey's Christmas Classics, $28.99, 20% off. Bing Crosby, Merry Christmas, $33.99, 20% off. William Shatner, Shatner Claus, $32.99. Scott Weiland, The Most Wonderful Time of the Year, green vinyl. A lot of these are on colored vinyl, by the way, $29.99. Casey Musgrave's Christmas Show, $24.99, then 20% off that. We got Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. It's called Merry Christmas, though. $29.99, and then 20% off that. What was the Randy Travis MoFi price? The discount price is $39.99. I've got several copies of that left. Sean Foxborough wants the Scott Weiland. That's the lead singer for Stone Temple Pilots. John Denver, or was, he's deceased now. John Denver is on Candy Cane Swirl Vinyl. That is $28.99 and then 20% off. Home Alone, green and red vinyl, $36.99, 20% off. There's a couple more Mr. Hankeys if you're a South Park fan. Jennifer Hibden on the John Denver. I have one of those left, I'm pretty positive. Snowfall, the Tony Bennett Christmas album, $28.99, 20% off. There's another Casey Musgrave's Christmas Show. James Taylor at Christmas, $36.99, 20% off. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, that's the music and then the narration by Boris Karloff. Green vinyl, $36.99, 20% off. Jennifer wants the Tony Bennett, so to Jennifer. There's another one if anybody else wants one. Cyndi Lauper, Merry Christmas, Have a Nice Life, $34.99, 20% off. Stars of Christmas. Let me see how many of these I got. Wow, just a couple left. These have been selling well in the store then. These are just $19.99 after the 20% off. Stars of Christmas has Bing Crosby, Doris Day, John Denver, Rosemary Clooney, Diana Washington, Louis Armstrong, Gene Autry, Frank Sinatra, and many others. Yeah, Chuck Berry, Run Rudolph, Run. Peggy Lee. Andy Williams, The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. So 20 tracks on there. That's on colored vinyl. The Stars of Christmas. There's another Bing Crosby, classic Bing Crosby Christmas album. That is $33.99, 20% off. Stacy Metternich wants a Stars of Christmas. Sell that to Stacy. We have one copy left of Rick Wakeman's Christmas Variation on blue vinyl, $36.99, 20% off. James Brown is $33.99, then 20% off. Soul Christmas, that's from the Runout Groove on red vinyl, $31.99, then 20% off that. David Bosworth also wants a Stars of Christmas. There's another How the Grinch Stole Christmas, $36.99 for that. This is the Elvis Presley I showed earlier. It's only $19.99 after the discount. 12 tracks. White Christmas, I'll Be Home for Christmas, and of course his famous Blue Christmas. There's the Dean Martin. We've sold out of the Frank Sinatra, I think. Yep, we're sold out of Frank Sinatra. Dean Martin is $19.99. I've only got one Scott Weiland, Brett. That was actually something new I ordered. It was one of those nights I never did get around to showing it. And then we mixed it up in here, and I've never actually got to show that officially and like take pre-orders on it. If you want me to check on that, I can probably get you another one. A Sparkling Christmas. This is another one, compilation, $19.99. This one has 23 tracks on it. Elvis, Chuck Berry, Johnny Cash, The Drifters, Jan and Dean, Bobby V, you know, classic Christmas songs. That one's $19.99. That's called A Sparkling Christmas. Sparkling Christmas. Stevie Wonder, last copy, Someday at Christmas. Someday at Christmas, $33.99. A Very Casey Christmas with Leon Bridges, Willie Nelson. That's $31.99. Put Brent Rabley down on the Scott Weiland Christmas waiting list. Jennifer Hibden wants Sparkling Christmas. That was the last one I have, I think. Oh, I got another one for David. There's another one for David. Sparkling Christmas. Andy Lewis on Dean. Dean Martin. That's just $19.99. I have one Dean left after Andy Lewis. Yes, Scott Weiland's on green vinyl. A lot of these are on colored vinyl. I don't know if there's not too many in here that's not on colored vinyl, if I hadn't really mentioned that already. Sparkling Christmas. I don't have any more of those, Sherry. That was my last one. There was the Whitney Houston, One Wish, the holiday album. That was $26.99, 20% off. The Beach Boys Christmas album, $39.99, 20% off. Charlie Brown, that's on green vinyl, $28.99, 20% off. And here's kind of the fourth record in that Christmas series, Wishing You a Very Merry Christmas, with Bing Crosby, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and many others. That is $19.99 after the 20% off. That's another colored vinyl. Jennifer Hibden first to Charlie Brown. Jeff McMaster, you're second. Dean Martin is $19.99 after the 20% off. And now that's what I call Christmas. $59.99, 20% off makes it $47.99. 3LP red vinyl. 3LP red vinyl. It's got 8, 15, 23, 31, 47 tracks on there. That's sold to Jennifer. Now, I can get some more of those that we sold out of, but they probably wouldn't be 20% off if you want to special order them. So let me know if you decide you do. And let me make sure I don't have any more Christmas albums in our racks. I do have a very special Christmas. A very special Christmas these are $36.99, by the way. This is a big seller. We already have sold a ton. $36.99, 20% off. I think I got a few more back here. I got one more back here. How much is Casey? There's 2 Casey Musgraves Christmas albums. This one is $31.99, then 20% off. And then I have the very Casey Musgraves, the Casey Musgraves Christmas Show. That is $26.99, and that is 20% off. So I got 2 different Casey Musgraves in there. I also think I have, very special, the one I just showed, and let me make sure there's nothing else over here, or something's got mixed up in the soundtracks possibly. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, I just went through a lot of this recently and pulled out. Yeah, I think that's it. I asked about that first. Let's see here. Well, earlier on box sets, the way I told everybody we'd have to do box sets is I was like, I'm going to bring them over here. And, we had some people request box sets earlier. And I think most of the people who requested a box set didn't end up with it. Because I was like, we're going to have to do first come, first serve on these because it's going to get kind of crazy. Does anybody want to see any other box sets on that? David C., let me try to figure out what I can do for you there. I'll have to give that one to Jennifer, but let me figure out if I can get you another one at that price. I'm pretty sure I can, but these were all kind of first come. I had some people, same thing earlier. We had people kind of requesting to see certain box sets, and I was like, okay, I'll bring them over here, but it's like, you got to be first, and it was kind of chaotic. I think several people requested some box sets earlier and didn't get them. So, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. Not sure if I'm on No Doubt or live, but I'd like to make sure I get any one of those. Okay, so No Doubt, Brent Rabley, make sure he's on the No Doubt waiting list and live. And yeah, tomorrow night will be an all new arrival show, but David, I will put David C. down on a now, that's what I call Christmas, and write down $47.99 in case we find one. There may be some on our back wall, because I ordered a bunch of those one year. I knew they were kind of pricey, and we sold a bunch, but I was left with a few for a while. Tomorrow's a new arrival show. Lots of killer stuff. Any more James Brown Christmas? I got that right here. That is $33.99, 20% off. How much was Neil Young's Tonight's Tonight? The on sale price for that, Stephanie, was $23.99. Any Ray Charles? Yes, I've got 2, 4. I've got a few of those left. Those are right over here. I've sold 100. Let's see, I've ordered 150, and I've got 2, 4. I've got 6 left, and this is it. I probably can get more, but this is probably the only time they'll be on sale because, like I said, I've sold 150 at $28.99. So, $23.19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ray Charles, The Spirit of Christmas. $23.19 is the on sale price. I did not get a UHQR. I do have a new Analog Productions record to show you tomorrow night. It's Jethro Tull Stand Up. And I've got, I hadn't had an opportunity to order the Bob Marley yet. The Bob Marleys, I have not got a chance to order those yet. I think they're all gone, but if I can get them, I'm definitely going to order a few. That's a big deal, evidently. Did I pull a Neil Young? I haven't. Which live? We got Live Throwing Copper back in stock. Live Throwing Copper. Let's pull a Neil Young for Stephanie. Stephanie, these were actually 30. I thought they were 29. They're 31. Stephanie, if you want one of these, they're $25.59. That's pretty close to what I think that's what I did say. Stephanie, $25.59 on that. That's sold to Stephanie. Okay, Ray Charles, we got one for Randy Davis, one to Charlie DeFrank, one to Robert Johnson, one to Eric Self, one to David C., and I've got one left. Wow. Debbie Blair wants Casey Musgrave's Christmas Show. That was back here in the back. That's sold to Debbie Blair. Any early Duran? Not really, because a lot of their early stuff isn't ever been repressed, and we sell all the originals. Any more kind of blue? 45. I've got one, and it's $119.99, and that's good for the next 60 seconds, or the next time someone asks, it's going to be $149. That's like below my cost on that. But hey, Black Friday's over. Sale's over, right, Tanner?
That's right.
Ray Charles, Scott Smith, Ray Charles. Tanner looks wore out. Yeah, we can do another 20% off tomorrow. We're doing it in the store again. So like I say, anytime we do anything in the store, people always ask, is this going to be live? And my answer is yes. If we sell something in the store on sale, we can sell it to you anywhere in the country and we'll ship it to you. So as long as it's not a pair of speakers. I had some people really want me to ship speakers for $7, and I was like, I can't ship a pair of 200-pound speakers for $7, especially when I've marked them down from $850 to $200, and it would probably cost $300 to ship them. So I had some people start claiming speakers and thought it was part of their $7 shipping, which I can understand where you could think that, but shipping speakers is a challenge, especially if you just got a raw box. You know, it's a challenge. So, all right, this is sold to Luke Mitchell. Luke, this is one of those things. I ordered one of them. I was like, if no one buys it within the next 30, 60, 90 days, I am going to keep it. So now if I want another one, I've got to pay a lot more than $119. I promise you that. But that's sold to Luke Mitchell, $119.99. Sometimes I order stuff as an experiment. I was like, well, I order one, I may can sell a dozen of them, and that'll be great. Sometimes we have to discount it to sell it, like I just did this one. So that's an awesome. That's amazing. All right, if that's it, yeah, we'll do puzzles tomorrow. We'll keep doing vinyl. So tomorrow will be new arrivals, but you know, y'all know how it goes. We usually go through new arrivals, and then by between like 10 and midnight, we do on sale anything and everything, vintage, new, whatever we can show. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7. First time we've had a Saturday night show, I think, since September, since before Tennessee because every Saturday I've either been doing something or been at a Tennessee game. So, yep. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow night. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and we'll be right here selling records again tomorrow, 10 o'clock to midnight or later.